Today I was in the courtroom a few rows behind Sean Combs for day 2 of jury selection. Here's what I noticed. Sean Combs was paying very close attention to those jurors, and at times he was nodding his head in agreement with his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, when he would challenge or question some of those jurors and whether they really have the ability to be impartial.
Now that Diddy's trial has officially started, everything is falling apart, especially for him. Reports are flooding in that he might have lied under oath. And let's just say, the judge is not having it. In fact, Judge Aaron Subramanian has reached his limit and exploded in court after discovering the truth. If things keep going like this, Diddy could be staring at a life sentence way sooner than anyone imagined. It all went down on May 8th, 2025. What started as a basic hearing to finalize the jury turned into complete chaos. Prosecutors dropped a bombshell, evidence proving Diddy lied under oath. Yep, they believe he committed perjury, and the courtroom went into complete shock. Even worse, the lies were about something very serious: his contacts with witnesses. Diddy had previously told the court he hadn't tried to reach out to anyone connected to the case, but the evidence said otherwise. Apparently, while he's been locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, he managed to sneak around the rules using other inmates' phone accounts.
Combs has pleaded not guilty to multiple charges, including sex trafficking, and has denied all civil allegations against him.
He made secret calls, some even three-way, to people he wasn't allowed to contact. Total violation of prison rules, and total violation of the court's trust. To make matters worse, one of the jurors in the potential jury pool worked at that very prison. The same one where Diddy's been held since September 2024. Everyone was floored. Some people in court even laughed nervously because the situation was just that wild. The judge wasn't laughing, though. He immediately dismissed the juror and slammed both legal teams for not doing their job properly.
Now, sources say Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, will be a central witness during the trial. Now, sources also tell CNN other witnesses expected to testify include his former sexual partners, a business associate, and a male worker.
Then things got even messier. Prosecutors showed that Diddy had made over 100 phone calls and messages to a former associate in just 4 days. Many of those messages were clearly meant to influence testimony, begging for support, talking about money, and trying to get the person to downplay serious allegations. That's witness tampering, plain and simple.
Sandra and Sade, defense attorneys right now are cross-examining a male escort who says that he was paid to with Sean Diddy Combs' then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in graphic detail. We will describe a little bit about what has been playing out in just a moment. But to set the scene on what is happening here on day 1 of the Sean Diddy Combs trial, people from all over the world, of course, interested in this case, and that is reflected by so many cameras. Dozens and dozens of reporters have descended upon 500 Pearl Street to cover the happenings.
The judge, furious over this pattern of deception, took a rare and dramatic step. He said he would refer the matter to federal prosecutors for new charges, specifically perjury and obstruction of justice. That's a huge deal. Legal experts say it's basically unheard of in a case this high profile, and it didn't stop there. The judge also stripped Diddy's team of certain courtroom privileges, calling out their lack of honesty and respect for the process. This move makes Diddy's legal path even harder.
You just put into perspective how significant this case is.
This is a very, very significant case. I like to akin this is the Gen Z's, I guess, version of the O.J. Simpson trial.
Wow.
I was in 5th grade whenever the O.J. verdict came out, and I remember my teacher stopping trial, or stopping the court, stopping our courtroom just for us to figure out, what's going on. We got to figure out what's happening with this verdict.
With the trial just days away, his lawyers now have fewer tools and less flexibility to defend him. It's like going into battle with one arm tied behind your back. And let's not forget, Diddy is already facing some of the most serious charges imaginable: racketeering, sex trafficking, transporting people for prostitution, and more. Prosecutors say he ran a criminal empire from 2004 to 2024, using his fame and money to manipulate and abuse women. These aren't just rumors. They're backed by lawsuits, testimony, and mounting evidence. With the perjury allegations added on top, things are spiraling fast. It's no longer just about what Diddy may have done in the past. It's now about how far he's willing to go to cover it up. That's why Judge Subramanian's fury is so intense. The legal system depends on honesty, especially from defendants. When someone lies under oath, it threatens the whole foundation of justice. For Diddy, the glamour is gone. The empire he built is now being picked apart piece by piece in front of the entire world. The judge's message was loud and clear. No amount of fame or power can save you if you lie in court. What do you think? Has Diddy crossed the line for good? Is a life sentence really on the table? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates on this explosive trial.